Business Class. This is Iman Agai, the founder of Vancouver Business Network, Edmonton Business Network, Vancouver Young Professionals, and the owner of Success Road Academy, and the sponsor of all of these events. I'm super excited to be here to share this information with all of you and show you how exactly you can make $1 million business with creating online informations and creating online products and sell them online, and how you can track them. A lot of people are very interested to share their knowledge with the world, they know that they have a great knowledge and they want to share it with everybody else. And then they don't know how to put this message together and then how to share it, right? So this webinar is specifically for you if you have a great knowledge, great message, and you want to share it with other people. You want to create products, $20, $200, $2,000 products, and go out and promote it and sell those products and change other people's lives and build a successful business around it. So that's a very exciting thing for me to be here. Now, before I get started, I want to make sure that I am, while I'm speaking here, you guys can hear me as well. So I don't continue talking for about 20 minutes and then I realize nobody can hear me. So if you can hear me, please go on the right side of the screen and say, yes, you can hear me. Also tell us where you are from. Are you from Vancouver? You're from Burnaby, Richmond, Calgary, Edmonton, somewhere in the States, like where you're logging in today to attend this webinar with us. Another thing is that there is about a 30-second delay between what I say and what you guys hear. So sometimes I ask a question and it takes you a few seconds to answer, and the way that you see it is that you're answering and I'm not seeing them. That's because when I answer, it takes you 30 seconds to see the answers. Okay? Yeah, but this is super exciting. So I'm seeing Esprit, Anthony, Alan from Edmonton, Lynn from New West. That's awesome. That's great. Alessandra from Vancouver, Karen from Vancouver, Ian from Burnaby. That's awesome. Perfect. So everybody can hear me well and can access this. Great. So that's awesome. Can hear you from Vancouver. Jeff here can't hear anything though. Okay. Bela, it seems that if you're here at the base of Burnaby Mountain, David. Okay. So Bela, probably you have a technical issue. So let me just tell Bela here that you may want to reset. You may want to reset your speaker, just to make sure that Bela can hear. Okay, so can hear now. Okay, that's awesome. Sherry from Vancouver, when? Yes, Marion, Vancouver. That's awesome, perfect. So we are up and running. Everybody can see what we have. So this is super exciting. Now, let me tell you why you want to have online courses, okay? The number one reason you want to have online courses is because there are a lot of things that you know that can be shared with other people that doesn't need customization. Okay, write this down. Okay, get a pen and paper. Get a pen and paper and write the things that I say down, because they're going to actually help you a lot with a lot of barriers and the mindset challenges that you may have with building online training programs and creating these online courses. A lot of people have this challenge that they say, in my industry, I cannot go online because my industry is very kind of customized. The things that I teach my students should be customized. And I have to talk to every person one-on-one and understand what they do. Then I can give them feedback, okay? So think about it this way. If you were to hold a seminar, if you were to hold a webinar, then you wouldn't necessarily be able to customize the content for every single person, right? But the other thing is that there are many things that you keep repeating on a regular basis with every client that you sit with, right? Now, there might be some pieces that need to be customized, and there are pieces that you regularly repeat, and you tell people those things on a regular basis. So even if you are in a very customized industry that you need to customize your content, you still can find those pieces that you need to regularly repeat for your customers, okay? So if you are in a business that you need to customize your content, Focus on the pieces that you find yourself repeating yourself few times a week or few times a month, and you say, okay, so these parts are the parts that can actually turn into a training, into an online training program. Okay. The other thing about the online training programs is that always think about the final result and choose one result for every training that you have. Okay, so what does it mean? A lot of you, when we get on the phone and talk to each other, and you explain your business to me, you explain your business from a technical point of view. For example, if you are a search engine optimization person, you say, oh, I can write blog posts for people, or I can do their meta tags, or I can do their titles, or I can do their this and that. If you are a naturopathic doctor, you can tell me that, for example, I work with people to balance their hormones, or cleanse their body, and like things like that. But one thing that you need to learn about this whole industry is that people don't care about the technical work that you put for them in. Some people care who have more technical knowledge in that particular business that you are in, but most people, most clients don't care about your technical solution. Okay, they care about the technical result, right? They care about the result that you're bringing to them, but they don't care about the technical solution that you are using. In other words, when you go to a person who does search engine optimization, what that client cares about, okay, that client cares about being on the first page of Google, regardless of how you take them to the first page of Google, right? So the correct way of presenting your program to them is that I will be able to take you to the first page of Google. Okay. Now, you might not be able to guarantee it, and the guarantee is a different story, right? But your message that you are putting out is we will help you to move your website to the first page of Google. When you go to a naturopathic doctor, if the naturopathic doctor says, I will help you to get healthy, okay, it's kind of a vague message. And as long as you have a vague message, it's hard for people to invest in your programs with you. Okay, so let's change some of the words that you usually use in your marketing. Okay, the first one is that people are not actually buying your online trainings. Okay, people are investing in your online trainings. People are investing in the things that you teach. Okay, so the first word that I want you to change in your mindset is that when you are teaching, when you are creating an online course, you are creating this online course for people to invest in themselves to learn your systems. Okay, now when people invest in themselves to learn from you, that's the point that you come up with the idea that, okay, now if they're investing in themselves $200 to learn this course, how can I create a course that can give people the best result? I've been asked so many times by my students that they come to me and they ask me, Iman, I want to do this course, and to do this course, I'm wondering how I should put it together. Is it better to do 10 videos or 8 videos or 20 videos? Should I do audio and then ebooks? Should I do 2 videos and 5 audios? The answer is it doesn't matter if you're using PDFs or videos or audios or podcasts or whatever format that you are using. What matters is to create a system that people can get results. Now, if that system is being achieved by series of videos, fantastic. Then use series of videos, okay? If that system can be achieved by few videos and few audios, then great. Go by few videos and few audios, okay? If it can be achieved by 1 ebook, 2 videos and 5 audios, then go for that, okay? The delivery method is not the biggest challenge of building an online training that people want to purchase from you. What is a bigger challenge for you as the creator of that program is thinking about the actual result that you want people get from your work, and make this program focused on that one result. Okay. Now, if you get your program focused on that one result, and you create a program that logically, when you look at it, it gives people enough information and enough support to help them achieve their goals, then that's the time that people start investing in themselves to purchase your program, because your program is an investment at that point. Okay, so that's the first thing to change in the mindset. A lot of people come to me and say, oh, I have this, training. I can talk 10 hours about health, and I want to make an online training from it. You know what? The answer is don't. Don't make a 10-hour online training for people to get back to health, because it's not solving a specific issue that people have. It's not solving a specific thing that people are looking for. If you want to build a program that can help people, focus on a specific group of people and create a specific result-oriented program for them. For example, think about if you are a naturopathic doctor, if you are a person who can help people with diabetes, if you are a dietitian, right? Think about, for example, people who have diabetes, and then create a program specifically with people with diabetes that they can use to achieve a certain goal. If they can sleep properly at night, if they have other challenges, if they have they want to have some alternative cure or something, whatever it is, right? But focus on that specific issue and create a result-oriented program for them that answers this specific issue. And if this specific issue is a big issue for them that every single day is cost them money, then they are willing to invest on your program to overcome that challenge. Or if it's causing them frustration and the investment on your program makes sense to overcome that frustration, people would be more than happy to invest on your program and overcome that challenge. So a lot of people who come to me, they say, Iman, we have created this online training, and it's a great online training. It can teach people a lot of things, and these a lot of things that it can teach them can change the lives of a lot of people, and then we can't sell it. And I said, well, that's exactly the reason, because it teaches people a lot of things and it helps a lot of people to do it. So guess how the sales letter of that looks like. Guess how you are presenting it. Okay, the way that you end up presenting it in your sales letter, in your video sales letters, in your text and messages and marketing, is that we have something that helps a lot of people to achieve a lot of things, and it doesn't resonate with people. Okay, that simply doesn't resonate with people. I always say, don't ever sell a black box in your business. Now, what is a black box? Black box is something that solves everybody's problem, but it's not clear what it is. Okay. Think that you have walked into Safeway or to Save on Food, or to your local grocery shop, and there are chips, and there is salsa, and there is avocado, and there is lettuce, and there is this black box. Okay, and the chips has its own price, and salsa has its own price, and avocado has its own price, and lettuce has its own price, right? And then there is this black box that has a price, and you get interested in the black box. You say, like, what is this black box? You look at it and it says, this black box can solve all of your problems in the kitchen, and it's $25. And you look at it and you're like, what is this? Like, I have no clue what this is. I have no clue what I should buy it. I've never heard of this before. And even what is my issue, right? So you put back the black box where you pick it up, and then you go and you will do $80 of grocery shopping, and you walk out. Now, the black box was only $25. and based on what was written on it, it could solve all of your problems. So how come instead of paying the $25 for the black box, you put that back and then you bought the things that you knew, and you ended up spending about $85, but you preferred to do that instead of buying the black box? There are several reasons for that. Number one, and the most important thing, is that a confused mind never makes a decision. Write this down for yourself, okay? And use it in your marketing. A confused mind never makes a decision. So a black box that isn't clear exactly what it does for me and what exact problem it's going to solve for me, although it's cheaper than all of my grocery shopping, and although it says that it can solve all of my problems, but it's not going to be my choice. I'm going to buy the things that I'm comfortable with. I know them, and I know what exact problem they're going to solve for me, even if they're going to be a lettuce, right? So I'd rather to buy a lettuce instead of buying a black box, okay? So never, ever sell black box in your business. Look at your offers, look at the programs, look at the coachings that you have, and focus on a specific thing, on one specific thing, and sell that one specific thing for people. So that's the secret. That's a big secret to selling online programs, to selling online trainings. People are investing on themselves to come to you to solve a particular problem. If you have a program that can help people to solve that particular problem, and that the value that is offering is higher than the price of the program, then people are willing to invest on themselves to buy that. Why? Because it's very high value. The value that it brings to my life is a lot. The price of it is lower than the value, so I can afford buying it. So I see it, I say, okay, you know what? It's worth $10,000. I'm paying only $2,000. So obviously, I'm willing to pay the $2,000 for it. Okay. Now, if I'm willing to pay the $2,000 for it, it's supposed to solve this particular issue for me. And you know what? That particular issue can be as simple as writing emails. You know, a lot of people do email marketing, but they don't have a template of writing emails. Now, if you don't have a template of writing emails, okay, then every time you want to write an email, it's going to take you 15, 20, 30 minutes when you want to send an email to 10,000 people, right? It's taking you so much time. But if you have templates, you can just simply go copy and paste that and just publish it. Now, the funny thing is that about 6 months ago, I invested about $2,000 on buying email templates, right? Why? Because every time I wanted to write an email, it would take about 30 minutes. I write about 20, 30 public emails that I have to send to 10,000, 100,000, 50,000 people a week. So it was just like, imagine how much of my time I was spending. I was spending 5 to 10 hours a week on writing down these emails. So I spent $2,000 to just buy these templates of emails. And it was one of my best investments ever. And right away, I just got on it, got all the templates, started downloading them, fixing them, using them for myself. And it saves about 5 to 10 hours a week for me, which is very valuable for me, right? So in fact, I made my money back in the first week by just using those templates and the time that I saved in my business. So that's what I want you to understand, that some stuff are so important for some people that they are willing to invest on themselves. So you have to find out what that specific thing is for people and go and create a program that's specific to their needs. That's the biggest secret about online training programs that sell. Now, when you have that, when you know exactly what problem it solves for people, you can use that message inside your sales letters. You can use that message in your marketing platform. So how do you figure out what is the best message? How do you figure out what is the biggest challenge that people have, right? I know that some of you right now are actually thinking about this. How do we figure out exactly what the biggest challenge, what the biggest thing for people is for us to go and create this online program? And I tell you, ask them, okay? create a survey, and this is not a survey that you want to put on SurveyMonkey. Create a survey that's dynamic survey, so you can go out and you can talk to people one-on-one, okay? And ask 20 potential clients what their biggest challenge is with the things that you offer. So what is your biggest challenge with your health? What is your biggest challenge with being overweight? What's your biggest challenge with your credit score? What's your biggest challenge with your business? Okay? So first, figure out the biggest challenge that people have. Next, ask them what is their biggest frustration. So what's the biggest frustration that your health gives to you, to your business, to your life, okay? What are the frustrations that you experience in your life because you're overweight? What are the frustrations that you experience in your life because your business is not working well? Where do you get frustrated in your business? A lot, okay? So the first question is about the challenges. The second question is about the frustration. And the third question is about fears. Now, what is your fear of not taking action to fix this challenge, to fix this frustration? Okay? So with knowing people's challenges, fears, and frustrations, you can create programs that help people to overcome these challenges, fears, and frustration. You aren't creating the challenge. You aren't creating the fear. You aren't creating the frustration. Your target market already has these challenges, fears, and frustrations. Okay? So what you are doing is that you are just giving these to people so they understand that. So you're creating this program that helps them to overcome their challenges, fears, and frustration. Now, if you create a program that helps me with my challenge, fear, and frustration, and it's a specific challenge, fear, and frustration, I look at it and I say, you know what? This helps me. It's very high value. It's much lower price. I am willing to invest in myself $2,000, $5,000, $10,000 on purchasing this particular program and go to the next level in my life, in my business, and overcome this challenge, fear, and frustration, okay? So that's what you want to get focused on. Get focused on one thing. Ask people, ask 20 of your potential clients what their biggest challenge, fear, frustration is. See which one you can address better with an online training, with something that can be either a mix of online training and one-on-one coaching, or it can be just online training, okay? Now, that is another thing, okay? A lot of people think when they are creating an online training, it should be only an online training, okay? It's not true. In fact, usually at Success Road Academy, in my academy, when we work with entrepreneurs like you to help you build your business, we never give people only an online training. Why? Because I think just giving people an online training doesn't hold them accountable to achieve success in their business. So when we create programs in the academy, what we do is that we combine them with the online training, a mastermind group that keeps our student on track and accountable, and a one-on-one mentor who takes people's hand and walk them through their business so they achieve their success. Also, we give them a Facebook group that these people can communicate with each other. All of our students can communicate with each other and support each other to build a more successful business. Okay? So a lot of people tell me, it's like, why don't you have just an online training? It's not that we don't have, but we don't regularly offer just an online training. Most of our program is a combination of online training, a mastermind group, a one-on-one mentor, and a Facebook support group. Plus, we give people the documents and everything, right? So why do we do that? Because I believe that when you are building your business is unique. And when your business is unique, you need a person to work with you one-on-one to serve you with your unique situation of your business, right? However, I regularly find myself teaching people things that they can learn all together. Like as you are on this webinar, if I wanted to talk to only one of you guys, I would say the exact same thing as I'm telling all of you today right now. Okay? So I can use an online training platform to help people with their online training with the core knowledge. But when it comes to implementation and you want to go and actually do it, you will need a one-on-one mentor plus an accountability center, which we use a mastermind group, plus a support group on the Facebook, plus the online training, additional advanced online training program. So that's a platform that we have created, right? So how can you create either just one program or a mix of one-on-one training, group coaching sessions, seminars, online training? Like, how can you create this mix that can serve your clients the best to achieve their goals? So don't only focus on, I have to have only one online training. If that's your goal, fantastic. If that's your goal to just have an online training, fantastic, okay? That's great. If it can help people to achieve their goals, then that's fantastic. But if you can, or if you want to help people more to achieve their goals, and you can add some group coaching sessions, you can add some mastermind groups, you want to add some one-on-one sessions, fantastic, then do it, right? For example, a personal trainer that helped me with achieving my goal right now, I'm working with him, and I'm pushing him to create an online training platform for himself. And he says, Iman, I have to customize my courses. And I said, great. But technically what you can do is that you can give people these exercises on the online training platform, so you don't need to do it one-on-one. Then you can work with people one-on-one on the phone, few people on the phone, and you can work with them like one-on-one once a month, or give them the right diet and right plan once a month, and you can add them to a support group that support them during their weight loss process, weight loss journey. Make sense? That's the process that he's creating. And he usually charges $800 per month for his one-on-one sessions, right? For 2 sessions a week, he charges like $800 a month. But now that he's going on the online platform, he can charge $400 per month. But now everything is online, and now with only having 2 students, he's making $800. But now he can get 10 students or 20 students and expand his business a lot more. Okay? So that's the power of using the technology to expand your business and go to the next level. Now think about your business. What are the pieces of your business that you can put on an online training? What are the pieces that you can mix with other things to give people support? What are the things that you need to work with people one-on-one to help them achieve their goals? Create a mix. And when you create a mix, you can create higher prices. Why? Because the better that mix is, the more support you are giving people, the higher value you are providing. The higher value you are providing, people are willing to invest more money with you. Okay, so that's the first thing. Now, before I continue to technology and talk to you about the technology and how to set this up and how to put your content and everything up, okay, we have door prizes. So in every one of our webinar training, what I do is that I give 2 door prizes to my $1,000 training called Marketing Mastery Summit. These are the recording of my 2-day seminar called Marketing Mastery Summit, which has changed the lives of many people. And you are and 2 people on every webinar that I do have the chance to win one of these door prizes. Now, the way that it works is that I'm going to ask a question regarding to the things that I've been saying in the past few minutes, and the first person who answers the question wins access to the recordings of Marketing Mastery Summit, which is 10 hours of high-quality training for business owners to help you take your business to the next level. Okay, so everybody ready for the question? So here is the question. What is the word that you use for people instead of buying your programs? What's the word that we replace with buying your programs that shows that you have a different mindset than other entrepreneurs in your field? So what's the word that I say? I don't say I want to buy your program. I say I want to do something on your program. What is that word that we use instead of buy? Okay. Now go to the chat box on the right side and give me the answer. What's the word that we use instead of buying programs? Okay. I want to see the first person, Bela. Bela is the winner. Now, okay, Bela has already attended Marketing Mastery Summit, so I'm going to give Bela the recording, and I'm going to give also Anthony the recording. Okay, so Bela is the winner, but Anthony is winning the as well, because Bela has attended Marketing Mastery Summit live. So I want to offer this to Bela and Anthony at the same time. Okay, we're going to have another one of these in a few minutes. So we're going to do awesome, perfect. But I'm really glad that everybody is listening to this. That's great. So Alan, Lynn, Ava, Jeff, Marianne, Greg, Ian, Van, Wendy, Indira, Greg, Alexi, those are all great, right? So people invest on your programs. Okay, so Anthony, you are the winner, and Bela is the obvious winner, but Anthony is gonna also get access to the online training. So Bela, I have your email address, so you don't need to send me your email address. Anthony, if you can, please send me your email address so I can you can reply to the email that you received earlier today from me to get access to this webinar. And if you give me your email, I'm gonna send you access to the online training. Okay, awesome. Okay, Bela says, how about the one-on-one instead? Okay, Bela, you know what? Because you asked, you got it. You got it, Bela. You have a one-on-one with me. Okay, I'm gonna get my assistant Margaret to contact you to set the one-on-one session with you. Okay, that's awesome. Perfect. So okay. Here's another thing. I am very, very supportive of entrepreneurs who take action and are willing to ask. Okay. I remember last week, a person sent me an email and said, you know what, Iman, I was the winner, blah, blah, blah. We ended up figuring out that that person wasn't the winner. But at the end of the day, I said, I'm willing to give you the access because you are willing to take action, right? Now, Bela is asking, how about a one-on-one instead? Just the fact that she's asking, it shows me how interested she is and how this one-on-one session can help her. So I'm more than happy with with overwhelming happiness. I'm willing to give it to Bela and go through it. Now, this is what I want you to understand. Ask the thing that you want. The worst case scenario is that you're going to get no, which makes you what you are today, right? Like if you get a no to people that you get a no from the things that you want, then nothing changes, okay? The only fear of rejection is that you stay the same as you are today. So always, always, always ask the thing that you want, okay? And you will get it, so always ask. Now, let's go back again to the online training platforms, how to create online training platforms, okay? Now, for the online training platforms, going back to the system, right? Now, many people ask me, how do we put together our content? Okay. Now, notice this. I just gave away access to one of my online trainings, right? I just gave away access to Bela and to Anthony about my online training, and how did I put together the content, and how can you put together the content? One thing to realize is that you can constantly create content. You can become a content creation machine. Okay. Guess what's happening as we are doing this webinar right now? I'm creating content. As we are doing this webinar, why do I do these webinars every single week? Because this is the most effective way of creating content for me. Why? Every single week, I know that on Wednesdays at noon to 1 p.m. Pacific time, I'm gonna sit in front of my camera, right? And do a 1-hour training on a specific subject. And I have live audience who are going through this training and they are learning during this process. So now I'm using these webinars, right, to position myself as the go-to expert. Believe it or not, every week, about 5 to 10 people apply to our mentorship programs because of these webinars, right? So they see the webinar, they say, you know what, actually, I know that Iman can help me to take my business to the next level. I know that I need mentor. And at the end of these webinars, I offer my mentorship programs, right? So people go and apply for the mentorship programs, right? So first, I'm doing the webinar. It's a great tool for generating leads and bringing people to our mentorship programs. But besides that, this webinar turns into a video, right? Because right now I'm doing it on Google Hangout. And when you do it on Google Hangout, what happens is that automatically gets recorded and gets uploaded to YouTube. Now I have a video, okay? Now this video, okay, I can totally put this video on my training centers, which I actually do. So I have the video, I have the webinar. So I use the webinar, then I do the video. Then after the video, we separate the video and audio, and we have the audio file of it and use it as a podcast, which is going to start in about a month from now. It's going to become a weekly podcast, same content, an hour worth of content, right? Then we are going to have a podcast. Then that podcast gets transcribed and will turn into blog posts and ebooks and books, okay? So you can turn into a content creation machine. Now, I'm creating all of this content with only 1 hour a week. Only Wednesdays, I know every Wednesday at noon to 1 p.m., I need to sit in front of camera and coach people. And I know that that is going to create the most amazing marketing machine for us and the most amazing training center for our students. Okay? So you need to turn into content creation machine. Now, another thing that I do is that in the back of my car, I always have a tripod that I can hang my cell phone on, like I can put my cell phone on, right? So what I do is that whenever I'm in front of a park and I have some time, I just go to the park, take my tripod out of the trunk and put it there, set it up, and put my phone and start recording. Right? Now I have a wireless microphone. You can have or you may not have, it doesn't matter. What matters is that with your phone, you have to be away only 3 feet. So it's a great sound quality, right? So you can instantly create this. Now, another thing that maybe I start doing is that, for example, the other day, a friend of mine was talking to me about Periscope, and he was saying that Periscope is great. You can just instantly get, followers, and you can do it live. So guess what? Here's another thing I can do. As I'm doing these webinars on Wednesdays, I can put my cell phone right beside my camera, right? Well, you don't see that I put it right beside my camera. So I can put it right beside my camera and do it on Periscope live as well. So that makes me a content creation machine. Now, when you are a content creation machine, okay, when you are a content creation machine, you have all of this content that you can use on your training centers, as your marketing tools, as your podcast, as a lot of other things, okay? So make yourself a content creation machine. One other thing is that because I talked about the car, I've seen a lot of people that record the videos while they are driving. Please, I beg you, don't do that. That's distracted driving, and that's a very dangerous thing, okay? I actually have a holder in my car that I can actually hold it and I can record in the car. I never do it while driving, although I even don't need to touch anything. My car is a smart car. It can detect the distance from the car in front of me. It actually stops on its own. It doesn't need anything from me. Like, my car can drive on its own. However, I still don't do it. This is what I'm telling you. Please, please, please don't do distracted driving. It can really cost your life. It can cost other people's lives, okay? Why do I have the holder in the car? Because I find myself from time to time that I'm waiting for people. I'm picking up someone. I'm picking up a friend. I'm picking up my wife for some reason. She hasn't driven her car or something, you know. And I'm waiting, or somewhere I'm between one meeting to another meeting. I get there earlier, so I have 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So I put the holder, and while I'm sitting in the car, I record a video. Okay. I record a motivational video or inspirational video, a message to my mastermind groups to invite them, to inspire them to take an action, whatever it is. But please, I beg you, do not do distracted driving. It can cost you your life. It can cost a lot of people a lot of things that really, really matter. Okay. So anyhow, that's that. But you can turn into a content creation machine. And when you are a content creation machine, regardless of what that content form is, if it's a video, then you can separate the audio and turn it into audio training. Okay. What is the number one, the best for creation? I love webinars. Okay. The creation, the source of creation, I prefer webinars. Why? Because webinars are live, and you have audience and you can interact with them, so you don't feel that you're alone, right? So I'm actually here and I'm talking to you guys, you're responding to me, and I'm super happy about it, right? But also, when you do webinars will give you videos, okay? And so I see webinars as the mother of the content creation. And then you have the video, and the video can give you audio separate, and the audio can give you the text. And the text can be edited into blog posts and ebooks. And then you can read the ebooks to have audio books. Now, you can have audio trainings just simply with separating audio from video, but you can also read the book after edit, and then that becomes an audio book, right? So the source, the mother of all of them is webinars. And that's why I do personally weekly webinars. I've been doing weekly webinars for 4 years now. Right? And that's why Success Road Academy has one of the largest training centers in the world, because I've been doing weekly webinars for 4 years, every single week, except the weeks that I'm traveling, right? So that's why we create the content, and that's how I turned into a content creation machine. Okay. So the other format is that do a seminar and record your seminar. Okay, that's a great way. I actually remember when I wanted to close down my SEO business, I said, well, I didn't feel that I want to let go of the business just like that. Like, it was great. Like, I knew that I'm going after my coaching business, and I knew that I want to expand this business. And I knew a lot of good things are ahead of my time. But you know that you want that one last thing to do in your past thing that you were doing. And I said, you know what? I'm willing to pass up my knowledge on search engine optimization to other people who want to build SEO business for themselves. So what I did, I held a one-day seminar. And that one-day seminar, I charged $500. We had 22 seats, and all the seats were sold. It's a funny thing. Like, all the seats were sold within 7 days, right? So 22 seats were sold in 7 days. I put together the event, I put together the content, and I hired a videographer for $300 for that day. And the videographer came, put the camera in the back of the room, hooked me up with a microphone, and recorded the 8 hours of the SEO course. Now, I had the SEO course, I had the training, I had the documents, right? And that turned into a program that I sold for $300 for the online training. There was no one-on-one mentorship. There was nothing else. It was just $300, and become a master in search engine optimization. And guess what? Every week for about 2 years, we were selling between 2 to 10 online version of the SEO course. Okay, so that was all I did. All I did, I put together the seminar. We sold $11,000 worth of tickets to the seminar. It was just a small room. Room cost me actually $100. And then we had a person who sponsored the tea and coffee muffin. And so like I didn't pay for that. And that was it. Like seriously, that was it. That was how I created the content for that course. And we sold like a lot from it, right? Now that's not definitely $1 million business, but you can see how easy you can put together a course like that. Okay. Now, the other thing that so creating the content, don't think about which is better to sell. Think about what is better to give people so they can get results. Okay, always think about this. What is the best to give people so they can get results? And build your courses, build your programs based on that, based on result. Focus on the result. The next thing that probably you want to know is how to put together the training center, how to put together that training center. You can go as advanced as using some very complicated or advanced membership sites and membership tools. You can go as simple as just having secured WordPress pages, okay? What I suggest usually is to use, if you are not gonna track affiliates, I suggest use a plugin on WordPress. Definitely use a WordPress website. And I highly recommend using a theme called Optimize Press. Okay? So use a theme called Optimize Press. And the reason for that is because Optimize Press has membership pages and has sales pages. So you have, with one website, you can have all your sales pages and membership pages all together. Okay? Optimize Press also comes with a membership plugin. You can also, besides using the membership plugin of Optimize Press, you can use a software called Wishlist, or you can use a plugin called S2 Members. Okay, so it's either Wishlist. I'm actually going to type it for you guys. So Wishlist or S2 Member. And I'm gonna highlight this so everybody sees it. So either Wishlist or S2 Member, and these are WordPress plugins. Okay, so you can either use Wishlist or S2 Member, and that tool can enable you to, to just create membership platforms. S2 Members gives you levels of membership. So if you have one course, you can just put together a membership site and a WordPress site, install S2 Members, and there you have it. You have your course. If you install Wishlist, you have to do some settings, and again, it gives you a great tool. Okay. However, usually my students don't use these two, and the reason for that is because I highly recommend to my students to use something called, to go with affiliate tracking module. So make sure that they can track their affiliate. So when a person refers clients to them, then they can pay that affiliate. And for using an affiliate tracking tool, I recommend a tool called Digital Access Pass. Okay, Digital Access Pass. Now, the reason for Digital Access Pass is because, first of all, it's a very complete tool. It gives you the membership area. It gives you a tracking tool of affiliates. It enables you to have an e-commerce site. It enables you to have credits and sell per dollar. It enables you to have subscription-based or one-time fee clients. So it gives you a lot of features that you can use by using Digital Access Pass. So that's why we recommend using Digital Access Pass. Now, Digital Access Pass is really relatively inexpensive. You can buy a one-site license for only $167. You can buy a version of it called Membership Site in a Box, and that's $497, but they will come and install it for you and set it up for you. So with $497, you are up and running and you are going. So I definitely recommend Digital Access Pass as a great platform for your membership area. Okay. Now, when you have a tool like Digital Access Pass that you can track affiliates, then you can go to affiliates and you can invite them to promote your event, your membership platform, your membership programs. Now, one thing to know about your business, and I talked about this about 2 weeks ago, about 4 steps of building a business, right? So the 4 steps of building a business, what are these? Number 1 is traffic. So you need to have traffic to come to you. Then you need a client magnet, something that is interesting, no pressure, no obligation for people. So they come to that, they become interested to want to purchase. Then you have the conversion tool that actually people go from interested into invested. So these people in client magnet, they see it, they like it, they say, yes, now I want to purchase. So they pay. And then delivery platform. Digital Access Pass is the tool that helps you to create this process, right? However, what you need to do is that you need to create this area of client magnet, that you are magnetizing potential clients to yourself, same as this webinars for me, that it actually attracts potential clients to us, right? This is called a client magnet. And then you have a place that you convert people from interested to become invested. Okay, so you need to do the same thing when you have a membership site or a membership platform, or you have a you have anything like that, right? You have something that gives you kind of like you want to sell something. You have to have an interesting thing for people that they actually first learn, then they want to invest. So a lot of people create an online training, then they say, how should I sell it? Well, the way that you sell it is that you create another platform that is free. You get people on that platform, so you build your mailing list first, and then you offer that product, okay, to your list. Another way of doing it is that if your program is inexpensive, if it's only like $49, if it's only $97, you can write a very good series of emails and have those series of emails do the job of the client magnet, okay? And then at the end of every single one of those emails, you offer people to go to a landing page to purchase. And when people go to the landing page, they actually can see it and read it, and then they can invest. Now, those emails, you need to have those emails, because when you want to recruit affiliates, the first thing that affiliates will ask you, if they know what they are doing, they will ask you for something called swap files, okay? Or swipe files, okay? So they ask you for swap files, and what you do is that what are swap files? Those are the files that you give people, okay, that includes 2 emails or 3 emails that I can read the email, I can replace my affiliate link. So if I'm your affiliate, I put my affiliate link inside your email, okay, and I send it to my mailing list. And if people come from my email to your landing page and they purchase, then I get affiliate fee. Now, some people ask me, what is that affiliate fee? It can be anything from 10% to 100%, okay? Even it can be more than 100%. Even it can be less than 10%. Usually, if the program is only an online training and there is no mentorship, there is no mastermind group, there is nothing like that involved, if it's only online training, usually the affiliate fee is about 50%. Anything between 40 to 60%, usually 50%, right? If that training is a combination of one-on-one coaching and mastermind groups and other things, so the more you become involved in it, then the less that affiliate fee becomes, okay? So sometimes something that advanced marketers do is that they create a smaller program with lower price, and they pay affiliates 50% of that smaller program. So they create a $49 program, which is very highly valued, right? Highly valuable. And they give 50% or even 100% of that $49 program to their affiliates. So people go to their site, they purchase, the affiliate gets $49, gets 50% of the $49. But then 3 days later or 5 days later, then the business person goes back and upsell those actual paying clients to a $2,000 level, okay? And then at that point, they don't pay any affiliate fee, or they pay only 10% affiliate fee, Okay, so there are all the systems and things that needs to be customized for your business and based on your business. Okay, but that's technically the whole system, the whole process. Now, think about it this way. If you have a $2,000 program, all you need to make $1 million business is selling 500 copies a year. Okay? Now, another thing is that many times you don't just want to have a $2,000 program, but what you want to do is that you want to have a $2,000 program and sell, for example, 100 or 200 of the $2,000 program, and then upsell those clients to a $10,000 level or $20,000 level of more intense work. So you sell 200 at $2,000, which is $400,000, plus you upgrade maybe 60 of them to a $10,000 level, which gives you $1 million business. Okay, so most of the times, many times, we use these platforms to attract a lot of clients to us. Now, one thing you can do is that you can have a $97 program, and then at the $97 program, you get a lot of affiliates. You get 1,000 affiliates. And if on average, every affiliate refers only 10 clients to it, that's an average. Some people refer 0, some people refer 100, right? Now, if on average, every affiliate refers 10 clients, you have 10,000 clients at $97. You pay 50% of that as affiliate fee. You keep 50% of that, which covers the cost of it. But now you have 10,000 customers that they can upgrade to higher level. Now, some businesses do that, some businesses don't. In Success Road Academy with us, we don't do that. We have just, okay, this is the program, this is the best way that we can help you. So that's the program that we offer. We work with you, and after you invest in your program, you join our mentorship program, that's it. We don't try to sell to people. It just, I feel more comfortable to offer people everything upfront, and so they know their package. When they are working with us, they are not worried about being sold again. Some businesses, no. Some businesses, they have this process that you invest and then they upsell you and upsell you and upsell you, and that's great. So for some businesses it works, for some businesses it doesn't, but what matters is that what you as the business owner feel comfortable to do and want to do more and more. Okay? So that is how you create an online training platform and create a successful business based on your online training platform. And as I said, during this program, and every time I say during all of our mentorship, during all of our webinars, as you know, I'm the owner of Success Road Academy, and the Success Road Academy, we mentor entrepreneurs like you who want to share their message with the world and want to create a good package and want to take their message and share it with hundreds of thousands of people and get a lot of actual paying clients. So I would be more than happy to sit with you and talk to you one-on-one and see if we can help you, to mentor you, to build a successful business for yourself. On the right side of the screen, you can see a button that says apply for a free consultation session. And it says apply to work with a mentor and get a free one-on-one consultation session with Iman. So if you fill in that form, there is no obligation, there is no pressure under it. As we had the same kind of conversation here, as you can see, I'm not a salesy person. We get on the phone, we talk about your business specifically, and we see how we can take your business to the next level. And if I feel that we can help you with your business, then I tell you about our mentorship programs and tell you what we can do. If I feel that we can't help you to go to the next level, then I tell you if I know any person, or if not, then we can. Usually our students are the students that are want to become successful, are action takers, are people who want to make a difference in other people's lives. They want to make a difference for themselves, and they are ready to make a change. So if you're ready to make a change in your business, and if it's your time to get your knowledge and become a very successful business in your field and help a lot of people along the way to change their businesses and their lives, then we probably are the best mentor for you out there. And we will be more than happy to talk to you and see if we can help you. So if you want, you can just click on that button and go to the consultation session form and fill in the consultation session. You and I are going to get on the phone. My office will get back to you within a few hours. We're going to set a meeting for tomorrow or next week. And we're going to get on the phone and see how we can help you the best with your business. Now, as you are clicking on that link, make sure to click on that link, because after this webinar is over, that link, I'm going to take away that link. So as soon as I close that page, that link is going to go away. So click on that link. So that link opens in another window. You're not going to lose this conversation. So make sure that you have that open so you can go and apply later on for a free one-on-one session with me. But I'm just going to go back to the chat box, and I'm reading the some of the chats that I didn't get the chance to read during our conversation. And if anybody has any question, you can go to the chat box. We are actually the official part of the webinar is over. I'm going to be here about 5 minutes, answer some questions, and read some of the comments. But technically, thank you very much, everyone, for being here. And yeah, feel free to go to the chat box and continue having conversation with me for the next 5 minutes. And for those of you, if you are not seeing the link, you can go to Pop-ins on top right of your screen. Click on Pop-ins, and that way you can apply for a free consultation session with me. We get on the phone, see where you are with your business, where you want to go, what is the specific system that you have, and how we can help you with a mentor to take you to the next level. So Farzan was saying, with overwhelming free information and guidelines online, do you think it is still possible for health professionals to create programs that people have to pay for it? Let's say diabetes programs. If you Google it, you get tons of free information. What's your thought on that? So Farzan is asking a very good question. She says, with the overwhelming amount of free information, what are the so will people still buy online programs? And the answer is yes, absolutely. Here is the difference with the difference. Here's the difference between the free information and an actual program. Free information don't have structure, and they are not step-by-step, okay? Even if they are step-by-step, they are only one message, okay? However, the online programs are following a specific structure, okay? And when you follow a specific structure to help people to achieve a specific goal, they get actual results. The other thing is that these free information don't have testimonials, don't have support, don't have feedback from people who have gone through them. These online training programs, all of them have testimonials, have feedback, have all of this information. So there is a huge difference between the free training, free information, and these structured information. For example, this webinar that I did today, and you obviously see that I put out all the information that I can, right? And this is free information out there. You can go to my blog and find it. However, this free information is not structured for you necessarily. So for you to get the structure and really get the results, you have to join our mentorship programs, and we can help you to actually implement them. Now, obviously, you can find the information free, and I always say this, information are free. Like, the information is free in the world. Implementation and results aren't. Implementation and results aren't. So if you create a system, make sure that you focus on the result that your client is gonna get. If it's focused on the result, then yes, they are willing to pay. If you're working with diabetes, people who have diabetes, create a 30-day program that every day changes one thing in their lives, okay? Create a program that is focused on one specific area. The free information doesn't substitute the systems. In your programs, you give people systems, and that's why they want to invest in themselves and purchase your actual programs, okay? So, and you have to focus on that in your sales training, okay? Okay, I'm reading more comments. Thank you very much, Iman. This was very enlightening. Thank you very much, Bela. Great info as always. Outstanding seminar. Thanks a lot, Alexi. I'm glad I made time for this today, taking my notes and getting back to work. Oh, wait a second. I totally forgot that. We have another Marketing Mastery Summit door prize. Okay, we have another Marketing Mastery Summit door prize. It was my fault. Okay, now let me ask you another question. When you are creating your business, okay, you have the source of traffic. Like I'm going back to the 4 areas. Okay, I talked about this 2 weeks ago as well on my webinar. So I want to see who can remember from 2 weeks ago and who can remember from today. I actually glanced over it today, but let's see if anybody remembers this. When you are building your business, you have four steps. You have the traffic source. Then you have something that is free and no obligation. What is that part called? What is that part called that we send the traffic to? There is it's free, no pressure and no obligation point of your business. Then you turn them from interested to invested, and then you deliver. Okay, so 4-step process. What is the second step? I want to see who can remember this. This is a hard question. Okay, this is a hard question. I'm going to give it to you if nobody can answer. So I want to see. Okay, Alan, you're almost close. Almost close. Ellie, you're almost close. It's not magnet, but you're client magnet. Tanner, you're the winner. Okay, client magnet. Tanner, you are the winner. Yeah, actually, Alan and Ellen, you were really close, but it's not magnet. It's actually client magnet. Okay, because magnet can actually be referred to several things. We have a lead magnet, we have client magnet, we have lots of other type of magnets in the business. Okay, but you're right. What's your name? Tanner. Tanner, you are the winner. Make sure to send me an email, Tanner. You got an email from me earlier today. Okay, Tanner, make sure that you are gonna send me an email with your email address. So I will give you access to the Marketing Mastery Summit recording video. Thank you very much. Actually, I'm actually quite impressed with people who said magnet or client magnet. The answer is client magnet. Okay, so Tanner is the winner, and Merlin followed, and Lynn followed Tanner. Farzana followed Tanner as well. But I'm actually impressed that you actually remembered magnet or client magnet. So that is super great. Thank you very much, everyone. And this was super fantastic to be here with all of you. Have a fantastic rest of the day and enjoy. Make sure to go to Poppins, apply for a free consultation session with me. Let's get on the phone. Let's get your business to the next level. We can definitely help you to change your business forever. Okay? Go to the Poppins, click on apply now, and let's get on the phone with me and let's change your business. Okay? Thank you very much and have a fantastic rest of the day. Bye-bye.